Right, that's it. This is going to be the last ride on the Ciniscaf 125. I'm not really sure what to say. I'm just going to freestyle this next bit. Well, it's a bike that has done me very well for 2 years. A good starting point, I'd say, for my journey into motorcycling. Only let me down once, and that was because of a spark plug problem, but you know, easy fix, no problem there. I know a lot of people absolutely they are on some hate campaign about Chinese bikes, but this has done me well, you know. I'm very much under the impression that I don't see the point in spending like 4,000 something pounds on a Yamaha or Honda 125 when I can get a bike like this that cost me 1,000 and something for my first bike, and it does everything that those bikes do. You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't get that. My next bike that I've got, I'm getting tomorrow actually, only cost me 4,500, and it's a bit like, why would I spend almost the same amount on a 125 that when I sell it in 2 years' time isn't going to keep its value? What's the point? I don't get it. But I think I will sort of miss this bike in a way, because obviously this is what got me my start. This is what I started making YouTube videos with, and it's treated me very well. It handles good. I mean, right now I'm doing the speed limit. No issues with speed whatsoever. You'll hit 70 on this bike, which is what you need for doing roads like this. Handles really well. It's so light. Oh my god, is it light? It's 107 kilograms wet. Like, that is ludicrously light. So you can really, I'll show you in a bit when I get on a slower road. Doing it now, I'll have a sort of Jake the Garden Snake moment and probably give myself a tank slapper if I do it. But it's so light, comfy seat, never had an issue with the seat. It keeps up with the big bikes. If you've watched that video where I got out with my friend Paul, he's on a Harley, 800cc Harley, and it keeps up with him. Brakes are good, plenty of stopping power there. It corners well, like that, you get a nice lean on that. Handling's good. I do have one or two criticisms about it, just one or two things I'd change. Let me show you the handling. I'll do a bit of knobbing. Yeah, so light, so flickable, just, oh my god, it's so easy to turn. But yeah, my criticisms are, after having this bike for 2 years, maybe put some better tyres on it. In the dry they're fine, in the wet I feel like maybe a bit more grip would be nice as stock, but obviously you can change the tyres, that's not a problem at all. You know, that's pretty much a mod that everyone's going to do. Like, when I get my new bike tomorrow, the first thing I want to do is change the tyres. What else would I change? You have a gear indicator, and now, because I understand 125s are primarily, the reason they're sold is for learner riders, because obviously when you're 17, that's what you can ride straight away is 125 as soon as you completed CBT. So for a learner rider, a gear indicator is very good, because obviously you're going to be a bit nervous. Oh, you know, my first motorbike, I'm on the road, what gear am I in? I can't remember. You look down and you see it. Hello, nice to see you, don't nod, fuck you. But yeah, a gear indicator is good, but I feel maybe they could have benefited more putting a fuel gauge on this, because it does get a little tedious occasionally having to actually take the cap out of the tank and look inside and see how much fuel you've got. Then again, not a major problem. I've never ran out of fuel on this bike. I just judge it by the distance I've travelled, and then when I get to a certain point, reach a certain mileage, I know, oh, I've got to fill up. I would have probably put a different exhaust on it. This one's fine, but it'd just be nice to have something with a little bit more bark. Like, I can hear this fine, other people can hear it, but something a bit more grunty would have been nice, because I know you can get the Lextech system for the Apache and the Blade and everything, so it'd be nice if they came out with something that you could fit onto this or fit onto the the Scramblers. Scrambler exhaust sounds alright actually, but maybe a Lextech system for that, the Retro Star, you know, all the bikes. It'd be nice to do. Nice stainless steel one, a bit more bite in it. Any other criticisms? Not really, no. But yeah, they're my only criticisms really, I'd say. I've pretty much been happy with everything else on this bike. I like the looks. I chose this bike because it looked different. I didn't want to get something that didn't really appeal to me, and I like the look of this. It's the kind of bike you can sort of imagine Steve McQueen riding around his back garden with a fag hanging out his mouth, you know what I mean? And I like that. I like that retro look. Everyone that sees it compliments on how they like the look of it, especially the older guys. You know, they're like, oh, it looks like the old Nortons, or it looks a bit like an old Motor Guzzi maybe, or... But yeah, they all comment on it saying how they like the looks and stuff, which is good. Also, main thing I found as well when looking for bikes is fitting comfortably on a bike. Right, okay. I found out, I realised I keep changing how tall I am in every video that I do, right? Because I didn't actually know. I knew it was somewhere in between 6'4" and 6'6", right? But I couldn't remember the last time I measured myself. So one video I'd be like, oh, you know, I'm 6'5", and then it'd be 6'4", and then it'd be 6'6". I actually measured myself. I am 6'6", right? So for someone who's 6'6", I fit perfectly comfortably on this bike. No problems whatsoever. I can get both feet flat on the floor, no issues there. My legs are comfy, I can grip the tank, nice, no problems there. And that's the problem I found with a lot of bikes. Like the new bike I'm getting, I fit really well on that, I know I do. And I was thinking for the next bike, maybe going Yamaha MT-07, and I sat on one and I was just like, nope, does not feel good at all. It's a lovely bike, I would have loved to have had one of those, but that's not the bike I've gone for because it just didn't feel right when I sat on it. The legs are all in the wrong position and stuff, you know, not good. But going back to this bike, I've enjoyed my time on this. It's been a good learning bike. It has served its purpose for 1,000 and something pounds. I can't remember exactly how much I paid. I'll put it in the description maybe. For 1,000 something pounds, it's done me well. It's taught me a hell of a lot. I mean, I've gone through 2 summers and 2 winters on this bike, 2 autumns and 2 springs as well, I suppose. But, you know, riding in winter is a challenge, especially on a naked bike. But this has been fine. It's battled rain, it's battled snow, fog, storms. It's done it all. And it has been a great learning curve. And I feel extremely pleased with this bike and what it has taught me. And I would recommend this bike to anyone. I really would, because it has done me well, done me very well. And I know that Sinnis are evolving as a company as well, which is good, and they're mixing things up a bit. And I know now on, from 2017, because of these, is it Euro 3 or Euro 4? I think it's Euro 4 regulations that are coming in 2017. I might be wrong with that, apologies if I am wrong with that. But the Euro 4 regulations, every bike from 125cc and above that is made brand new has to have ABS. So if you buy a Sinnis bike in 2017, it will have ABS, which is another thing for learners. I think that's very good. I've never needed it. I've never found myself in a situation where I've needed to slam brakes on really aggressively and pray that I don't lock up a wheel. But I feel for maybe if you've got a bit of a nervous Nelly on the bike who grabs a handful of brake on like the first day they get it, ABS would be a good idea to save them. So bear that in mind, people. But yeah, for what I paid, for what it's worth, good bike. I've had some good times on it. I feel like I should have saved a lot of footage and made some like montage video like "Goodbye, my lover," you know, playing over the top or something. But yeah, it's been good. It's the last time you're going to see this bike, you know, so it's done me well. The next video I put out after this one will be my new bike, because like I said, I'm getting it tomorrow. Oh look, the gypsies are back in town. Probably the same ones that were camped up where I work. They were trying to fucking nick our fork truck and stuff. But yeah, it's the last time you'll see this bike in this video. I'm not going to say what my new bike is yet. I'm just going to leave that until I just put the video up. Because I know a lot of people are going to be like, why the fuck have you chosen that bike when I upload the video? And don't worry, I'll explain why I've picked the next bike and stuff. But yeah, thank you everyone for subscribing to my channel as well. I know you all subscribe because you like this bike. I'm a pretty dull and boring person, but I know it's the bike that's brought you to my channel, so thank you for watching my videos. I don't know if I'm going to lose a lot of subscribers now because I'm not on this bike anymore. But never forget that maybe one day I will revisit 125, you know, because I'll ride anything. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'll ride anything. So if I'm out one day and I see someone, like I'm at a bike meet and I see someone with a Sinnis Cuff 125, I might ask them, say, hey, can I just have a quick go on that and reminisce over good times? So you never know. There will be a lot more videos happening soon, obviously, because I've got my big bike. I'm going to travel further. I'm going to go over to Norwich and see my friends. And Paul's getting a new bike. He's looking at the 1000cc's. And our friend Tom's just bought a 1000cc Suzuki. So I imagine we're going to be going out and doing a lot of things. Next year, I'm going to be doing Isle of Man TT. spectating, obviously not racing. Thinking about maybe going to Amsterdam on the bikes and stuff, so there's going to be a lot more videos, you know. It's a shame I'm not getting my new bike in the summer. But yeah, just want to say thank you to everyone. This is a good bike, it's done me well, and that's it. Case closed on the Cinescaf 125. If you've got any other questions about it, then feel free to ask me. I try and answer every single comment that I can. See you next time, guys.